YouTube fam, it's Gypsy Joe here again with Things Galore, and today we're going to do another short on how to make these cute little tombstones for your Halloween soap. It's going to be so cute, and if you didn't watch the previous video on how to make the little cauldrons, which turned out super cute, and they're super easy to do with the extruder, which I highly suggest. Like I said in the previous video, go ahead and watch that if you haven't watched this one. It'll kind of give you the gist of how to use the polymer clay extruder, but I definitely suggest, if you're going to be doing these creations, to go ahead and purchase one. I think I paid $8 or almost $9 on Amazon. It was super great. So here is the die that I'm going to be using. It's the small, flat, thin, the largest rectangle size that came with the kit. And like I have said before previously, if you don't have one, don't worry. You don't have to have one to make these creations, but it does help. If you don't have a polymer clay extruder, you're going to have to make a paper template and cut them out, and you can make something like this, or you can even get fancy and put a little tip on the top. So here we go. I've already loaded my soap dough into the extruder, and what we're going to do is just make a ribbon of soap dough. Out of here, we're just going to use a little one because we're just going to make one for demonstration here, and we're just going to flatten it out a little bit because they do want a bow, but it is supposed to be kind of a graveyard and be spooky, so I don't mind if there are little inconsistencies. So there you go. If you have a little cornstarch, go ahead and put it on your work surface to keep the soap dough from sticking. And what you're going to do, I like to use a nice little needle point. If you have, I have kind of like this X-Acto blade, you could try and cut that way, or a toothpick, whatever works for you. But I'm going to go ahead and just do a rounded top. There we go. Super easy. So like I said, if you don't have an extruder, you can just make a template and cut them out by hand. It's just going to take you a little bit longer. So I'm just going to mold this, the top down into the shape that I like. Use a needle. I definitely suggest a needle because these are going to be so small that I'm going to write. Normally I would let this soap dough sit for, depending on your environmental conditions, let it sit for anywhere from 6 to 12 hours or so that the soap dough hardens up just enough so that there's not going to be a whole bunch of cleanup. But for right now, what we're going to do is I'm just going to demonstrate. So I'm just going to dig down in there, not too far, because the farther you dig down, the more cleanup you're going to have to do. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There, see on the corner. But it's not really a problem because I wound up, I'll show you the end of these. I did wind up putting some mica coloring down in them so you can see them really good anyway. I really like how they turned out with that. And the P. Alright, so how cute is that? And it'll be perfect on your Halloween soap. I did want to do this series because I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. And like everybody, we're all dealing with some stress in our lives, and it's, great stress relief for me, and, keeps me occupied and keeps my hands busy, essentially. So yeah, if you want to get fancy, wait till these dry a little bit more. I don't know, 2 or 3 days, and then I just took mica, mixed a little bit with rubbing alcohol, and dripped it down in there. Now, if there was any leftover mica paint, I did kind of just delicately scrape it off, with anything, a toothpick. I used this little tool and just kind of scrape off the little excess that was there. Not a big deal. But okay, thanks for hanging tight, and if you want to leave a comment, as always, I would much appreciate it if you gave me a thumbs up and like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next Halloween short on how to make these cute little ghost guys. that are going to go great on your Halloween soaps. How cute are they? I love them. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to finish all these embeds and to go ahead and get this Halloween soap made, and I'm so excited. But okay, see y'all on the flip side.